Let's kick this thing off with some super cool nerd news. Oh, I'm sorry, I messed up too.
I hate you all. I'm sorry, it was my own fault.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our new episode of SCNS Live, the super cool nerd show. Thank you for joining us out there.
This is Sam Riegel.
No, it's not. It's Super Cool Nerd Nation for another week of news, nerds, and convention goings and such, and like fun. That's like 2 weeks in a row that we've had fun at convention.
It was a super fun in a month where it was convention, then one break, and then back to back.
Yeah.
So like it was a busy month.
Yeah. So we went out to Dallas Fan Expo last weekend. And, you know, we never go into Fan Expo expecting much, but got to talk to some very cool people.
We did.
You got to interview some very cool people.
I got to talk to Elizabeth Yu.
From the live-action Avatar.
Azula. I also got to talk to Zuko, but not on camera.
It was very cool.
Very, very, very cool.
Hung out with our buddies, the Five-Sided Fates, and played Actually, which a video is coming very soon for that, if I can recover the file. But I did make it work. We had a lot of fun on the panel. And Cora didn't do much, but what she did meant a lot to her. Because she got to meet Neil Newbon.
He's an angel.
I met him before her. But
I'm going to step in and
that
tell
video
this
needs to be posted.
It does. Okay, so I was waiting in line. I was almost there, and Jason was standing off to the side, ready to like take the picture, video, whatever. And Neil thought he was somebody else, and he for somebody else in line, and started talking to him. And so Jason shouts, "I met him before you!"
And flips you the bird.
And flipped me the bird.
Extremely rude.
Exactly.
Everybody laughed. Neil did laugh.
Yes. And very, very nice person, though. I gotta say.
Yeah. He on Friday he stayed until 11 p.m.
Jesus.
to make sure that everybody got the autograph or picture that they were there for. And I don't know how late he stayed Saturday, but he said he was not leaving until everyone in line got the autograph or picture.
That man was dead set on making people leave there happy.
Yeah.
Dang, that was awesome.
Yeah, he was very kind, and he still gave everyone, like, time.
Yeah, we'll get that video posted. This is a short one, just of Cora meeting New. It was awesome. Such a good soul. But seriously, the actually stuff. I mean, I'm glad I won.
Oh, baby boy. Baby boy got stomped. Got thoroughly stomped.
How many points did he get, Kat?
He got 2. To be fair,
I got too many.
I got 3 after a couple of times me guessing something and Kat being a little bit more correct than me.
Admittedly, I was not there to win. I knew I was out of my element. I was there to entertain. I think I did that. I very dexterously, I guess is not the word I'm looking
Dexterous?
for. I was
That's
very
not
dexterous.
a word, so.
I was very dexterous when I took Kat's buzzer. And for 5 minutes had the damn thing. Crowd loved that. So anyway, I did my part, okay? And that was entertaining people. But seriously, shout out to Cheyenne and Jerry.
Oh yeah,
they did such a good job.
Their room was really cool too. Like it was a good place to come, even if you were playing D&D, just hang out for a while.
Oh yeah.
They had volunteers all through it, but seriously, they always had people in there.
Yeah,
man. So yeah, just kudos to them for once again making a great D&D room, and they were right there. You walk in, there's D&D right off to the right.
Yeah,
there were always people in the room. People were having fun, just good experience. I wonder what was in the closet.
Huh?
There was a closet that we were supposed to go.
Are you asking what was in there?
I was offered, so I went in there because I got overwhelmed with the crowd, and I was offered the closet to de-stress in, and I was this close.
It was specifically there so that if you needed to not be around people for a couple of minutes, that's what it was there for.
I should have gone in the closet.
Like that's they didn't install a closet for that purpose, but specifically they kept that closet open so that if you got overwhelmed, you had somewhere to go, which is like amazing.
Yeah. Got to see some, I think I was especially happy to see our buddy Kevin, the director, again. Mm-hmm. In his awesome Ant-Man costume.
Seen him in, I think, almost a year since SDCC.
Yeah, it was really nice to meet him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, Kevin's good people. Go check out his YouTube channel. Man does fine work.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it was just a good con experience.
I'm super impressed / jealous of his gimbal work, because now that we've got several gimbals, I'm learning how to do good gimbal work.
I mean, you might want to reach out to him, because he was actually like, hey, want to share some of my skills out there. So you might want to reach out. Yeah, you might want to reach out to him. He's,
Well, also, I have, through my production company, I might have access to a gimbal for the DSLR.
Okay.
For SDCC, which is significantly harder to work. But it's good.
Yeah, and that is our, well, we do have Retro Expo, but we usually just go to that.
Yeah, we just usually attend.
Just hanging out,
Yeah, but we'll take some video. Anyway, so yeah, good con experience. But also, that last Saturday, Xbox did a huge game showcase. Can we talk about this? Can we go over this? Because
it depends on what aspects you want to go over, or else it's going to be very nice, or it's going to get a little nasty.
Well, let's just buzz through it. I want to talk about the only thing that matters, and that's Doom.
Doom was so good.
Of course, you're horny for Doom.
First off, yes,
I had Doom on 2X. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yeah, Doom.
I'm so ready to play some more. It's like, and it came out of left field. I don't know why I wasn't paying attention to anything.
I wasn't either. Like, I didn't realize that this was coming out.
Yeah, that was 4 days ago. Actually, that was more Monday than anything. Yeah, Doom: The Dark Ages, where you have the most violent Captain America shield out there.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it. Also, Doomslayer with a fur cape on. Done.
I mean, if you're playing a Doom game and it's not one of the most violent things possible, you're not playing it right.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Also, another Metal Gear Solid game. I would definitely play another. Like this, I could hear you roll your eyes.
Look,
I was trying to keep it subtle.
It is appropriate to announce Metal Gear in the month of Pride. Because as we know, gay icon Snake.
And
did I see it right? It's called Snake Eater?
Yep.
Happy Pride!
Just making it weird. Okay, one game that
it's called Snake Eater. That is already
one game that
weird.
I knew was coming out a while ago because they accidentally they saved the space on Twitter for a new Fable game.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like we talked about that years ago, where they took the @Fable and Perfect Dark was also found as well.
Yeah.
But I love Fable. It's been so long since we had a good Fable game.
I've never played Fable.
I have also never played Fable, but I do have a coworker who, like, that's one of his favorite games.
Yeah.
And he, like, how I dump info about Suikoden to you guys, he did that with Fable. And it sounds like one of the most fun games possible because you're consequences for your actions.
So this is a game that Becky and I were able to play together, and I don't want to say it tested our marriage, but I think it opened it up because we both had like families, and we were both like married in game, but we also had side pieces.
You had side pieces?
And kids.
You dirty dog!
Both of us. We're both players. We're like, who's that? Well, who's that over there?
Wow. Oh, speaking of consequences, there's New Life is Strange.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't finish the first one because it stressed me out so much. Every time I saw that butterfly in the corner, I was like, I did something wrong. Because that's when you know consequences are permanent. Is when the butterfly appears. So I got so stressed out that I was like, this is just regular life anxiety. I can't do this, so I had to stop playing the game.
I think one of the most disturbing
now I'm a little braver.
One of the most disturbing trailers. Like,
I think I know what you're going to say.
They needed a warning before friggin' Diablo 4.
Diablo was intense.
Yes, it was.
The splitting of the arm got me.
Yeah, if body horror is something that would disturb you, oh god, she's twiddling her fingers together.
I love Diablo.
Diablo is...
And I love body horror.
But this was a straight-up banger list, honestly. We're finally getting back to Perfect Dark, one of my favorite games from, like, N64.
I was about to say, it's been a long time.
But also, I discovered Perfect Dark when I found the Fable listing on Twitter. So I was like, ooh, it's been... I guess that was when they, like, first even thought of the game. That had been, like, 6 years ago, honestly.
Yeah.
What is Perfect Dark?
Oh, it's a game for N64. You played as Joanna Dark. It was a very intuitive game. Kind of gave you that... the over-the-shoulder third person, well, you could like see the complete character on screen. Just a classic of the N64, and one that I just really loved. And I'm just glad we're finally going back to it.
I enjoy how that told me nothing about the game.
I really didn't. Hold on. It got bundled sometimes with
Sorry, I'm trying to get back to
James
No,
Bond.
you're fine.
It's let me show you.
Oh, is it like a spy game?
Yeah, it's
she's an agent.
kind of vaguely like James Bond. The N64 James Bond-esque
Gotcha.
game.
Okay.
And you
Yeah,
know,
it was
younger
fun.
Jason and Redheads just, you know.
Yeah.
Bring it on. Redheads that kick ass. The one that I am really excited for, like, I just really hope it's good, the new Indiana Jones game, which we got the Great
I played
Circle.
Tomb Raider, so I'm okay.
Yeah.
Tell me it doesn't look like a Tomb Raider dupe. Tell me it doesn't look like a Tomb Raider dupe.
I mean,
Anyway, I'm just going to
Lara
continue
Croft is
on here.
essentially Indiana Jones in
It's
booty
just
shorts.
a girl Indiana. Yeah. And by the way, please
Just
put
gonna-
Indiana Jones in booty shorts.
Oh my
That would
God,
make him more
yes.
appealing, not less.
2 expansions, of course. Fallout 76.
Yeah.
The Skyline Valley, if you're into that, you know.
I mean, the trailer looked kind of banger, but also I'm not playing Fallout 76.
I know, I
so it
stopped.
doesn't matter.
Even though I know I can probably go back in there and get my level up more. It's like, anyway.
No.
The new World of Warcraft expansion, though, which everyone's going to return to Warcraft now.
I don't. This is because I
have to hide that one from my wife.
Because I'm friends with so many people that are those type of gamer, and I'm not that type of gamer. I have to find something else to play in those times when World of Warcraft puts out an expansion.
Is what it's called.
I mean, it looks cool, but Warcraft it always looks cool.
This might shock you, but there was another Call of Duty game announced. I know.
I technically saw that.
Yeah, I mean it's Call of Duty.
Skip through.
It's done its thing.
It's not my thing.
No. And there's something Creed something. I don't know.
Something Creed.
Something Creed Assassin, and another an Age with Dragons or something.
Okay,
anyway.
we do need to talk about both of these. We cannot skip over either one of these.
I think we're going to talk about those more in depth when we go to our news.
Let's talk about Atomfall. No, just kidding. I don't even know what that one is. The one that was new was the Avowed game. That looks kind of cool.
It looks good.
Yeah. I think Xbox, having admitted they lost the console wars, they kind of went all out for this.
They did.
And knocking nothing on this list. Everything looks pretty banger.
Oh, yeah.
It does. I will say...
And I feel like they need a win.
This coming out so soon after State of Play, though, which had so many bangers... Like,
I would definitely need more quantity here too.
Yeah, the difference in who's choosing quality and who's choosing quantity is very clear.
I might have to get like the little Xbox next gen system.
Do it.
Oh, my got kids in there playing the Xbox One we have, so I need an S.
See, and then if you get that, then you can play Final Fantasy XIV on a different system because it will be coming out.
You were like a
Xbox.
Drug dealer.
No, I'm not.
I will say, From Software is talking about a Bloodborne port, finally, for PC.
Wait, there hasn't been one for...
It's still, to this day, it's PlayStation exclusive.
I mean, I don't even want to say World of Warcraft too loud in this house.
No, yeah, she's getting...
Come get you. Dude, no, I'll lose her again.
Yeah.
Seriously. Every night, I'll just be like, waking up, be like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
What is she?
I can still hear like a raid going on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Leroy! Oh my god, he just read it.
They still have my chicken.
I had to explain Leroy Jenkins to my father the other day. And I had to explain, because he doesn't like a lot of cursing and stuff, so I was like, okay, skip this. Watch this! He really liked it. He thought it was funny.
There's a whole lot more to that story too.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna explain that part to him.
Did you have some news that actually involved Dragon Age? So you didn't
I have an opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was like, well, wait.
You want to wait for the news portion?
So we've talked about our con weekend. We've talked a bit about Xbox Game Showcase, which was nice. But if there's nothing else, we can go ahead and kick this thing off with some super cool nerd news.
For real this time.
Whoop whoop. So we are going to kick it off with Dragon Age the Veilguard coming fall 2024. For those of you that say that I don't come with dates, sometimes I come with dates. Fall 2024. This is more... we need to talk about this.
Okay.
It looks like Fortnite. It looks a little bit like Hero Forge made this game, and I am a fan of Hero Forge. This looks rough, y'all. This does not look like Dragon Age. I played Extinction, and Extinction came out like 2014.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
2014.
Yeah, 2014.
Or Inquisition, sorry. Inquisition.
Oh, sorry.
Came out 10 years ago and looks better than this trailer. What is going on?
It doesn't seem much progression happened.
It really doesn't. And
Inquisition was great. It was good.
Yeah. I liked it. It had a lot of really cool elements. This animation looks really rough, and I looked it up. It's the same engine. It's still Frostbite. So I really don't know what happened. The last time I saw YouTube removed its downvotes a while ago. But there's a system where you can take a peek. The last time I saw it, it was at 101,000 downvotes. Or dislikes, I guess is what YouTube does. Yeah, this... I don't know. Like, the characters look cool, but the animation looks kind of trash. And I don't understand what's happening. Honestly, I don't.
I heard a lot of opinions about this game before the show started. Anyway, I am curious, like, where is the innovation here? Like, I know this is a first look, but this game's right around the corner.
Yeah. And the tag says, the tag for a lot of these games says, like, in-engine gameplay and animations. And I get that. You don't want your trailer to look significantly different than your game. The problem is that your game looks like this.
Ouch. I still want to play a new Dragon Age, but...
I do. But are they going to have... Is this what it's going to look like the whole time? Is my character going to look like this?
Oh, God.
I mean, the big thing that I will say is that you can't see their teeth through their lips, which has been a consistent Dragon Age issue with the super, super shiny teeth every time they're... Yeah, every single time. Thanks,
Looking
Sam.
like Ghost Rider up in...
Yeah.
Stop it! Thank you, person who sounded like Sam Riegel in our...
Now I'm obsessed.
Friggin' chat,
absolutely
comments
correct.
now.
Yeah.
Thank you, I hate it.
Yeah. Coming fall 2024, this is only their first real trailer. I'm hoping that the next trailer looks better. But they're too far along in the process to change their plans.
I mean, we got summer.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, they could do the whole, like, yes, fall, and at fall is November.
Yeah.
When everything comes out.
December
Thank you,
12th
game developers.
is still fall, right?
No.
Technicality. Technicality.
Yes, technically, actually.
I
do want to play it. I too looked at that and had reservations about the trailer.
It's
just
pretty
like,
rough.
Like, you can give me a better looking trailer, okay? Build the hype. Lie to me right now.
And I'm wondering if part of it is that they took the feedback that there are some Uncanny Valley elements in their previous games, like Inquisition. There are some weird Uncanny Valley elements, like with the teeth. And I'm wondering if they've tried so hard to avoid that they went too cartoony. And honestly, a lot of these trailers looked pretty cartoony, especially when you compare them to what Sony's doing.
I kind of felt the same way Doom, and that's Unreal Engine, so...
Yeah.
But still, I mean, I'm still hyped for it, but yeah.
And I'm wondering if Xbox is putting that out there.
I mean,
the companies making their games like, hey, we're going for a more cartoony aesthetic, and it's not the worst thing in the world.
And granted, it is a first look. I'm still patient. I want to see what the final product looks like a little bit closer. But we're awfully close now, so there's still time. Maybe we'll get a big showing at San Diego or something.
Maybe.
Yeah. I want it, though.
Yeah. We'll see. That's it.
Talk about anybody we're in the game. No, just kidding.
Huh? What?
Nothing. Y'all's discussion before we went on camera, which was just so bizarre.
Oh, yeah, the elf can get it anytime.
Oh, absolutely.
There it is.
Anytime, anywhere, any place.
From the kitchen to the bathroom, like that whole paragraph that people post online, that one.
All right, well, I got some more video game news, and it's going back to Assassin's Creed Shadows, which received some backlash. Some of it I kind of understood, mainly from people in the Japanese community who were like, we're finally getting an Assassin's Creed game in Japan with Japanese characters, and the one main character, y'all found the one black guy on the island during that time. Congrats. And, of course, people out there, woke, whatever. Shut up. I don't care about that.
That doesn't matter.
Go to sleep. But Ubisoft, their producer for the game, Mark Alexis Coty, got it right, did kind of make a comment on that. And he specifically reached out, he specifically noted how Twitter owner Elroy Musk called it some kind of woke mind virus diversity product, saying DEI kills art. He admits, I didn't take the comment well. The tweet generated emotions that the first thing I wanted to do was go back on X that I had deleted and just tweet back. And I took a step back. I have a mindfulness app on my phone. I did a bit of mindfulness to try to explore the emotions that this tweet created. For me, Elon, it's sad. He's feeding hatred. I had a lot of 3-word replies that came to mind. So he opted not to respond. He's not going to convince people about Ubisoft's point of view as a team. But he does say Yasuke is very, very grounded in the history of the franchise and how we make our decisions. Specifically speaking, how they use a lot of historical figures. And considering that, I would say he is one of the most unique historical figures you could use in Japan. And one that is not completely fleshed out that someone could use to maybe expand the story on. Because a lot of that wasn't recorded. It's mostly just, little stories here and there. So I do understand how they can say that we're going to take this character and expand on it. I, too, actually did look, not so much on It's Woke, but more from the people in Japan who were like, well, damn, we've been fans of this game since day one, and granted, there's still a Japanese character in the game. You do play as the shinobi in the game, but not the samurai, of course. And to that, I do want to go back on something I said about Star Wars. For all the criticism that George Lucas got for the prequels and everything, we should allow these people who created these to tell their story and then judge them accordingly. For better or worse, George Lucas made what he thought was right at the moment. He wasn't adapting a story. It was his story. Yes, he pulled elements from other movies in there, but that's not my point. This is his creation. It's been around for forever. He should be allowed to tell his story of his property how he wants to tell it. And with that, and I know people like been asking me, what do you think about Assassin's Creed Shadows? I think I'm going to wait and see, but I'm going to play the game. I'm already decided. I'm in the let me find out how this game is. Which, I know that's so hard with people that want instant gratification and everything, but this man who's a producer on it, yes, he did an interview where he was responding, but he resisted the urge to go on X and tell Elroy where he could stick it, you know, where his likes are. But let's give Ubisoft a chance.
Weird fetish.
Let's not talk about that.
We got no likes on Twitter anymore.
Yeah.
So yes, I think this is a very good response to the backlash to the game. In final, what he says, what Elon says about the game, what Elon says is not the game we're building. People will have to play the game for themselves. And if within the first 11 minutes and 47 seconds, I notice that's kind of very distinct right there, they are not convinced of what we're doing, we can have the discussion. I was reviewing the game very recently, and I was like, the answer is right there. So, I'm hoping that this 11 minutes and 47 seconds that he is speaking about is absolutely mind-blowing. Because if you can snag me in 11 minutes and 47 seconds, guess what? I'm playing the whole game.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, they made a Wolverine game back in the day when the Origins movie came out. Yeah. Which was not good. No. And also a lot of games during that time were very bad when it was just a movie tie-in game. But not Wolverine. Wolverine was fantastic. And I got crapped on all the way home by my wife about buying this game. She's like, movie tie-in games are never good. I was like, within 8 minutes of playing that game, I was like, come here and look at this. I showed her how brutal the game was, which is how Wolverine games should be. And I was sold. But had I just judged it on everything else that had followed, I would have missed out on something that was fantastic. Yeah. So, I know it's hard. Let's give these people a chance to tell their story.
Also, you don't have to play as Yasuke.
No, you can interchange between any characters.
You can play as a Japanese person the whole game. Yeah.
I mean, I'm playing...
It has to be a girl.
I'm playing as... Oh, well, that's a whole other kettle of fish, I'm sure. Yeah.
But, like, yes, you can absolutely...
But I still get to play as a samurai. Yeah. I am all about... It's an Assassin's Creed game. I'm going to play it, okay? You know, my people are both represented in there. I got to play it, all right? So, yeah, this fall, another game coming out this fall, possibly 2025, which push it back if you need to. Yeah. Save my pocketbook.
I don't know, like, I still want to play it.
Yeah.
And, like, you can play as a Japanese person. You just can the whole time if you want to.
I'm curious about this 11 minutes and 47 seconds.
I am too.
That was
really specific time there.
Shit, right? Okay. I'm down. You got me.
Yeah.
You got some video games to follow this up?
I mean, I have video game adjacent.
Please. Oh, well.
No. I have video game and video game adjacent.
Go for... I know it's the video game one, and please go, please.
Okay. So, I thought we were done talking about...
Help me.
Our Lord and Savior, Hatsune Miku. We are not done talking about our Lord and Savior, Hatsune Miku, though, because she has a boxing game coming out. So, fitness boxing is an established franchise. This is not a new one. It's a rhythm boxing game, and their newest game features Hatsune Miku. So, Not only that, an English version, or at least in the West, will be released in the fall of this year. 24 tracks will be Vocaloid tracks, and the other 30 tracks will be from the fitness boxing franchise. The theme... Hold on, I am gonna go to Cass's face because I gotta get this on camera. The theme song for it is "Let's Miku Exercise." This is amazing. Let's Miku Exercise.
Miku Exercise.
So for your coaches, because like with most rhythm games, like Let's Dance, all that, you have coaches.
I definitely need a coach if it's a rhythm game.
Yep. You have the choice of Hatsune Miku, Kagamine Ren or Lin, the twins, or Megurine Luca, which are those are the Vocaloid choices. Or you can choose Lin or Evan from the fitness boxing franchise. I'm sad that Kaito isn't an option, but also he is a weak boy, so that makes sense. This launched in Japan on March 7th. And again, it will be launching in the West sometime this fall. An English version will be released next month, I believe it is, in Asia.
Is this you might have said, is this a VR game?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, this will be a Switch game, so you use the Joy-Cons to, like, do the motions and stuff.
I want to play this.
I know, right?
I am going to be a terrible person here.
What?
But I want to shoot the fade with Hatsune Miku. Let's go, girl. Let's go.
I mean,
I know this sounds terrible.
Hatsune Miku can kick your ass.
I want her to be able to kick my... I want it to be a challenge. I don't want to be like, oh, you're hitting the girl. I want this girl to be like...
Give me God of War.
Let's go. I want to shoot the fade.
Let's go.
What I want to know is, I want to know what Vocaloid tracks were chosen, because, like, I was in high school and middle school when Vocaloid was popular. I listened to a lot.
It's going to be Cher's Believe in Life After Love.
I listened to an embarrassing amount of Vocaloid tracks that live in my head rent-free. I need to know if any of them are chosen so that I can box to them.
Also, I want her to be like, I'm sorry, like, Shaggy Instinct strong, okay? Like, I want it so I can immediately get over, like, I'm fighting a girl. Like, I want her, like, first, like, catch my fist, like, is that all you have?
Is that all you have? I remember her voice
beats you into the ground. Yes.
Like,
yes,
I want her to be completely, like, shit talking, just...
I cannot ever think about Hatsune Miku without remembering when she went on Letterman and he tried to shake her hand. Like, he walked on stage and was like, oh, and she's Hatsune Miku, and clearly did not understand what was going on. And you're like, sweetie, retire.
Yeah. That's all I want in this game. Her to be like, just, like, you throw a punch and all of a sudden she's right
I need her to suplex me. I need her to...
Like, I want to, like, throw a punch and then, like, nothing's there and then, like, she's suddenly by your ear, like, too slow.
Yeah.
Boom! And just, like, just wipes you out.
Amazing.
I'm training
this
not
is how I'm going to exercise from now on.
I'm not training to fight Goku. I'm training to fight
Hatsune Miku.
Bring it on.
I love it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
At some point in the show, I will have a track list. I am going to look it up during one of your stories, because I'm insanely curious. I need to know if I recognize any. But also, yes, it will be coming out in the fall. We don't have a release date yet.
Ooh,
My working theory is that it's going to work a lot like Parappa the Rappa games, where it's just like they're doing kung fu moves and rap dances, but it's boxing, and she's just gonna be there saying, "Good job, you did it," and like that's all it is.
You'd be so proud of myself.
I do want to point out, like, again, Hatsune Miku isn't the only coach. The twins are children. You get to have children.
That's worse.
I'll punch a kid.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's cool. I'll punch a kid.
Weird.
Especially if there's two of them. They got me outnumbered.
I think they're like 16 canonically or
whatever.
whatever.
Then they're punchable. They're punchable at 16.
Is that the cutoff?
Yeah, that's 16. You can ask my son.
Anyway,
I have video game adjacent.
Okay.
We got a trailer for Arcane Season 2.
Mm.
The bad news is that it will be the last season of Arcane. However, they did say, hold on, let me... co-creator Christian Linke said, Arcane is just the beginning of our larger storytelling journey and the partnership with the wonderful animation studio that is Fortiche. So this is not the last season of this type of show that we're going to get. But also, Arcane is one of the best, tightest TV shows that I've ever seen. 9 episodes, and it packs it in from start to finish. It's so good. If you have not watched it, please go watch Arcane. Has one of the most interesting relationships. Some of the most interesting relationships I've seen on television, including Jinx and Vi, who are originally from League of Legends. They're significantly different in this game, especially Jinx, in the way that they look, and just such deep and complex characters and motivations. And I've absolutely loved every single thing about this TV show, and I cannot wait. It's coming this fall, and it's going to be consequences for the things that happened at the end of season 1.
Talk about a cliffhanger.
Yeah. Ella Purnell, who plays Jinx, specifically said that you're not going to be happy at the end of season 2, which makes sense. This is not a happy show. This is not Arrested Development. This is consequences and deep and dark and interesting. So absolutely, please go watch Arcane. Please support this type of storytelling. This is, again, some of the best TV I've seen in a very, very, very long time.
I was a big fan of the show. Also, the soundtrack slapped.
The soundtrack slapped, and the trailer has a banger. I don't know what it is, but yeah, there's a banger song in the new trailer as well.
Yeah, so they got some big shoes to fill on as far as like the music for that series.
The intro song, Enemies, yeah, absolutely iconic. Yeah, it's good.
I like the one where the kid with the dreads and Jinx fight. That song.
Echo, yeah.
But that song that plays when they fight was like my favorite one. I played the crap out of that song.
Yeah. I still have Enemy on my run playlist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great song to work out to. Coming this November.
Dynasties and Dystopias is the one I was talking about.
Nice.
Yeah. Denzel Curry. Yeah.
No, go watch it.
You've got video game adjacent, so why don't you finish that off? Because I'm moving into kind of movie adjacent and then movies.
I'm just going to go ahead and apologize for this story. I saw it. I had to talk about it.
It's not a show without an apology from Cora.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to give a little bit of context. So this is regarding an idol game. Like one of the music idol games called Ensemble Stars. All kinds of ones like that out there where you... the biggest one that everyone knows is Love Live, with the cute girls and the costumes, and it's a rhythm game. And it's not uncommon for people to, edit the photos of the characters that they like. People do that all the time with franchises. Well, one woman has found herself in hot water. She is actually being charged, or she's being prosecuted by Happy Elements, who's the company that makes Ensemble Stars, because she posted pictures of one of the characters photoshopped with bugs all over them. And I'm just going to share my version of that now, and that's why I'm sorry and apologizing, because I put bugs on an anime boy. She admitted to the charges. She's not upset about, she's not denying it. She said that she did it because she didn't like how the character was being treated and portrayed in stuff. The company is quoted as saying, "We filed the complaint because we believe this is an egregious case that will tarnish the image of our IP. We will continue to promptly take appropriate measures." Well, good thing I live in a country with free use laws, so you can't come for me. Except maybe with a cease and desist, in which, okay, I'm not posting this anywhere but on our show, because I hated making this. But yeah, I'm just shocked that a company went, I don't like that you put bugs on our anime boy, so now we're taking legal action against you. Like, they contacted the Kyoto Police Department level of...
It's a weird amount of reaction to have.
This is a weird story.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to reveal anything about my personal life, but I've seen a lot of characters in very compromised positions, and companies haven't come after those artists.
Yeah. So,
Rule 34. Anyway.
Yeah, Rule 34.
And it's especially prominent in games like this, like Ensemble Stars.
Yeah.
Utano Prince Sama, Love Live. There's just a lot of very raunchy art about it, but those artists no one goes after them because it's positive. All she did was exactly what I did in that picture, except maybe more. I don't know. Bugs. Yeah, just put some bugs on there because she didn't like how the character is being portrayed in the show or being treated by the other characters. It's a weird thing for her to have done, but also, like, who cares? No one, like, I don't even think this was a popular character.
That's my thing, is, like, weird all around. Weird to do it, and then weird to be that mad about it. This sounds like
to go. Yeah.
It's like a Nintendo level of being mad about your...
A lot of this has just gone
Disney.
Way too far.
Yeah.
We were already far to begin with, and we've just gone further.
Like, this could have just been this woman, this 25-year-old office worker, just wanted to put bugs on the anime character because she's mad. Okay, and left it at that. No one was upset about this. I can't even find the pictures. I guess they deleted them.
I mean, if she's in the middle of a lawsuit,
Which I am a little sad because I wanted to know, like, how deep the
I'm
Photoshop
curious
was.
now,
Like,
how realistic are these bugs on this character?
Yeah, like, was it as... How much farther did she go than I did?
Yeah.
Like, it's a weird case all around.
Boy.
I kind of want to try it now. I kind of want to put bugs on Mickey Mouse and then contact Disney and be like, hey, what do you think about this?
I don't like how you're portraying my boy Mickey Mouse.
How do you feel about Donkey Kong?
Hey, don't do that. I can't protect y'all from Disney.
Yeah.
I'll lose.
That's right. They're not going to sue me. They're just going to shoot me.
Yeah. I can't. I'm very capable, but not against Disney.
No.
Yeah, weird all around.
Yeah, just weird all around.
I have nothing. Just like, what the...
Yeah.
WTF, all of this.
Like, honestly, I don't even think this is a game we can play in the United States either. There's a lot of other games.
Well, thank God. Apparently, if you do anything to their characters, they can sue you.
You know, I want to jokingly challenge them to come at me,
right.
but I really don't.
I mean, you live in the United States.
That's true. I live in a different legal system. Like, I am gonna laugh if this character starts getting more and more pictures with bugs on top of them.
There are way too many trolls on the internet.
Yeah, like, I just want to see that happen because it would be funny, because, like, you could have just left this alone, no one would have cared.
Yeah.
But now we've created the story, so this is great.
Yeah, now you've created this. Congratulations.
Yikes.
And, yeah. Alright, Jason?
You ready to follow that up?
Yeah, actually I am. So, last week on the show, we talked about how Alamo Draft Houses in the DFW area had all closed down, and there were a lot of questions on why that happened. There's still questions on why that happened. And while that was huge news then, and Alamo Draft House went out and said, hey, we have a plan to acquire those theaters. Don't worry about it. No, they don't. They don't at all. They were blowing smoke up our asses because Sony Pictures Entertainment has acquired Alamo Draft House. The franchise was looking for buyers quietly, it said, but just a couple days ago they announced that Paramount Pictures Entertainment, or Sony Pictures Entertainment, would be acquiring them. Now, you might be wondering, how? Isn't that kind of a bad business practice for a movie studio to own theaters and maybe create a monopolization and keep other movies out of the theaters? You would be correct, because we had a law, we had movie distribution rules, not a law, in 1949 that forced other early Hollywood studios to sell off their theaters because it was unfair to everybody. Those were rescinded in 2020.
Of course they were.
Mm-hmm. And it has caused a couple of companies out there are buying. One that I didn't know about. Apparently Netflix is acquiring a lot of movie theaters out there. So is Sony with things like Well, we were asking because you pointed this out.
Yeah.
The Grandscape here was saying, "Oh, we'll honor those Sony tickets," and so was Look Cinema, which go look and see who owns those studios.
Yeah, makes sense now.
Now, also, there is, unfortunately, the theaters in Dallas, they are not going to be acquired for a while because of the way that those people file for bankruptcy of the assets. It's going to be years before we get the... Yeah, this stuff's tied up. Now, look, Sony might have the money where they can easily go out and say, hey, we're going to make it happen. But it's not. They're not opening up immediately. I still have a problem with this. Movie theaters should...
Yeah.
I mean, movie companies should not be acquiring theaters. If you think for 1 second that they're going to be fair and everybody's going to get... No, they are not.
No.
Absolutely not. Other movies will not get the best runs in those theaters, and I guarantee Sony Pictures will get front and center of attention. This is almost going to create some tribalism.
Trust situation.
Well, I mean, in 2020, it was rescinded. It was a Justice Department decision as well. Mm-hmm. What was going on in 2020? Let me think. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Well, it was planned before then, but they instituted it in 2020. So, dude, this is not
a broken
right.
system.
Mm-hmm. We don't even. Oh, also, we don't know what the terms of the deal were. They are not disclosing this yet.
Oh.
Maybe once it's finalized, but they did promise the theaters will still operate under the Alamo Drafthouse brand.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's a
that just doesn't
friggin'
matter.
lie. And okay, let me go ahead and read the statement.
Yeah.
Alamo Drafthouse has always held the craft of filmmaking and theatrical experience in high esteem, which are fundamental shared values between our companies. Chief Executive of Sony Pictures Motion Pictures Group, Tom Rothman, said. Now, look, I'm not going to lie. Movie theaters have been suffering in the past few years after the pandemic, after the strike. It's like we just got movie theaters back and then a strike happened.
Yep.
So it has not recovered yet. And with things like Fall Guy going to home release 2 weeks after the movie theater, why would I go to the theater?
Yeah.
I mean, I pay for the Cinemark movies where you get a ticket a month and I get discounts on them. And I usually go with the family and everything, but I've even noticed my movie-going experience has dropped off.
Yeah.
And when I go, I don't see a lot of people. We saw Furiosa not too long ago. Excellent movie.
Amazing movie.
Excellent movie. But it didn't deliver the numbers, as they said.
It didn't deliver Marvel numbers.
Like, how much money do you expect movies to make?
I've heard a range of 1.3 to 2 times its budget to break even.
That makes sense, but also maybe you're putting the wrong money into the movies. Like, you know, when independent films back in the day started getting huge, there was like one independent film I watched which was really good. It was about time travel, and they filmed it in Dallas too. They were up against Sahara, by the way, whose wig budget was more than the production cost for this independent film that I love, and Sahara was crap.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes you wonder, like, maybe y'all just need to get back to the art of movie making and maybe drop some of the other stuff you're doing.
Also, movie making has never had the type of margins that other industries have. And several years ago, and I will talk about this till the day I die, a lot of studios were bought by tech companies like Apple and Amazon, both originally tech companies. Netflix operates like a tech company, and the margins that tech companies are used to working under are just not the same margins that movies make, and so they expect every movie to make $1 billion, and it's just not feasible, especially when you're making so many movies and putting out what you think is going to be a blockbuster virtually every week. It's just not going to happen. And you're not going to make $1 billion off of a $200 million budget every time. So you're just going to have to get used to that. And they're not. So they think, well, this movie's flop because it didn't make what I wanted it to make, even though that doesn't matter. And movie theaters are suffering for it. And the whole industry is suffering for it. And it's just not going to work out. And I don't know what the answer is, but you know what it's definitely not? Is studios buying movie
back
theaters.
to the original
That
point.
is a trust. That is an antitrust issue.
I mean, there was a reason we had this rule in place, and why it was a good idea to remove it, I don't know.
I mean,
I'd like to have a discussion with people.
The deregulation. But the fact that the new administration didn't reinstate that rule is bonkers.
Because now if they did, why are you trying to hurt movie theaters? I'm pretty sure. But yeah. This is this has gone off the rails, and I don't know. They bought it. They own it. Plus, I love Alamo Drafthouse. I really do. Yeah. And here we are. This sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. This is not a wait and see moment. This is not Assassin's Creed. This is going to be bad.
Yeah.
We already know.
They are going to abuse this.
Yeah.
It's going to be, hey guys, Morbius is back in theaters.
This is
Double feature Madam Web.
This isn't a video game. This is capitalism. We know how that works.
Yeah.
Boy, Craven going to be on all screens.
Oof.
Craven the Hunter.
Moment of silence for Sony's dead Marvel.
So yeah, I would say wait and see, but no, this is going to be terrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, moving horribly into movie news. I had to get that one out. Actually, my other one's not so great either. I don't know what to talk. It's a short one, but
do you want to get it out of the way, maybe?
Do we not have any other movie
mine's
stuff?
TV.
Mine's also TV.
Oh god.
Get your bummers out of the way.
Make me sad.
Make me sad so I can make you happy. No.
I never want to hear that phrase
I'll be
again.
over here. I'll be in my little shame corner.
So, in the long time ago of 1999, a little movie came along that gave birth to the MCU and gave Marvel so much capital that they were able to get out of bankruptcy and lay the foundation for the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Iron Man. And that movie was Blade, starring Wesley Snipes.
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Blade made so much money,
that's true.
it stopped Marvel from declaring bankruptcy. And they were able to establish Marvel Studios after that.
Fair.
So, it has been something that they have been looking to go to the well again about. We've got an announcement years ago, it seems, before COVID, that Marvel would be making a remake of the popular movie Blade, with Mahershala Ali in the titular role of Blade, Eric the Daywalker vampire. Which, very cool actor to choose. Absolutely. Bring it on. This movie has been plagued by scripts that need to be rewritten, a director leaving, not a director, the pandemic especially. We've even gotten a teaser. You may not have known, but there was actually an end credit scene that introduced Blade. It was in Eternals. That's probably why you didn't see it.
That is why.
Okay. But nothing else so far. Even the showrunner has left. Well, Jan Dimash, who was announced a couple of months ago as the new director of the Blade movie, has also departed. Confirmed by Deadline, Mahershala Ali is still attached to the project, but his departure was mutual with the studio. But this is definitely yet another crushing defeat for this movie being made. Eric Pearson, who is a Marvel screenwriter, will be penning this new script because they did have a script before that apparently they saw it and said, absolutely not, and went back completely to the drawing board. This film is still scheduled for November 7th, 2025.
That's not going to happen.
No, it is absolutely not.
The script isn't done. They're redoing the script.
It was a couple of months ago that I made that announcement here that they had lost the director and that they were going back to and which I was like, okay, fine, if it's bad, let's do that. But apparently we are scrapping everything altogether. We've lost another director. Apparently it was mutual, like they said, but there was a disagreement somewhere on the line.
Yeah.
I kind of want this movie because we're actually getting a Blade video game. We got that trailer a little while ago. Mind you, it was just like a teaser trailer or anything. But, build up some hype. Both of these got to, exist in the same universe, admittedly, look, the shoes they have to fill. I think we've all seen the original Blade movie. You've never seen Blade?
It's been a very long time I have
Okay,
seen
but you have seen it.
Yeah.
And for what it was at the time, was very good. Practical fight effects, as I said about stunt actors deserving Oscars. Good story. Wesley Snipes was fantastic as the character. I thought the casting was good. It was a solid movie.
Fun fact, the Blade trilogy is one of Mia's favorite sets of movies.
I don't know so much about the trilogy. But the first one, it was groundbreaking for the time. Also, first R-rated movie for Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
Granted, New Line Cinema is who was licensed to make the movie, but of course, Marvel had a large hand in the production of that movie.
Yeah.
It does make me question why I was allowed to watch it, because I was
there were
9
scenes
when it came out.
There were scenes of violence and, some nudity, I think. Also, people getting their throats ripped out by vampires. Yeah, it's an R-rated movie. But that movie did so much for creating the MCU as a whole and keeping Marvel from having to sell all their assets to Sony, because they had already given the rights for Spider-Man over to them.
Right.
And Fox had a bunch of rights. They really didn't have anything left that they could work with.
Yeah.
But they took Blade and they made bank. And Blade got a lot of word of mouth, like, go to the theater and watch this movie.
Yeah. Which you can't get if you put your movies in theaters for 2 weeks.
And listen,
I know Furious is leaving theaters soon. It's not going to get the hype that it would from word of mouth if you don't leave it in theaters.
And that's the other thing. With the writer's strike in our rear view now, I would think that people would take the opportunity to leave. Okay, we got something out there. Just leave it out there for a while.
Yeah.
Just leave it out there.
Because we're not even beginning to feel the effects of the writer's strike.
Because we still need time. Just let it run.
Yeah.
See what happens. That's the kind of thing that makes me want to go back and watch a movie. Like after, I don't remember. But if it's on DVD in 2 weeks.
Do you know how many times I watched Barbie in the theaters?
I don't know. How many times you watch Barbie?
Minimum 3 times.
Ooh.
That's
over the course of like a month.
Yeah.
See? That's what we do.
A friend of mine watched Dune 3 times in theaters. And it's worth it.
Yeah, I just don't understand the mindset here. It's like, just let it sit. It'll give you time to work on some other stuff. But just trying to get it out of the way for the next movie to come into the theater, you're hurting it.
I honestly think it's the same thing that you were talking about earlier with younger folks, but it's the same thing for corporations. It's instant gratification. They want everything right now.
Also, stop listening to people on the internet saying that the movie is bad before it's even been released.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How about shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, based off of what?
Yeah.
Wait until it's released.
Especially if the protagonist is not a white man.
My whole thing about watching a trailer is, ooh, looks like something I want to check out.
Yeah.
I don't judge a trailer too much. I mean, the trailer is how you're going to hook me.
Yeah.
But I don't say, that trailer, then the movie's got to be bad.
Yeah.
It's a hook. It's still, okay, I see something there.
Unless it's a sequel. Like Joker, too. I judge that immediately.
Well, I judge that because the first one was bad.
Because the first one sucks.
I mean, sometimes there are some trailers that you watch and you know immediately how bad it's going to be. My perfect case is Cats 2019.
But see, you didn't know. You didn't know. They could make a bad trailer and it still is a good movie.
Oh, no. There was no way with how they
like
it was
Cats.
presented.
Don't make me defend
Cats. It's such a special case, though.
You're making me defend Cats.
Because from the announcement, I feel like we do.
From the
Deep in our guts, from that
from the
primordial place.
From the announcement, I was like, please let it be good. Please let it be good. The trailer came out. It was like, oh no, it's worse than I thought. And then I watched the movie, and
trailers can be deceiving.
The trailer made it look better than the movie actually was.
That's what I meant. Trailers can be deceiving.
It's funny because I watched the trailer and I was like, I absolutely have to see this movie in theaters, and I watched it opening day.
I mean, look at Infinity War. Not a lot of that stuff in the trailer was actually even in the damn movie. We still like it.
You can't say the words Infinity War with me without me having like a flashback to just how good it was and how devastated I was at the end of that movie. That is an experience in the theater like none of us will have for another 10 years, I don't think.
The vibe after watching a Marvel movie is definitely happier. But Cora and I went to go watch that movie, and I leaned over. I was like, ain't nobody leaving this theater happy.
Yeah, I saw Infinity War by myself.
No, we saw it. We went and saw it. Because we went and saw Infinity War, and we were like shocked at how quick.
Wait, what was the second part called?
Endgame.
Endgame. Okay, that's what it was. I saw Endgame.
Yeah, Infinity War. Dude, people walking out of that theater like they had just left a funeral.
Yeah.
No one said a damn thing. We didn't say anything until we got in the car and we were halfway home.
That's fair. Infinity War was devastating in a way that, like, ugh. And, like, I knew that it wasn't gonna be forever, but, like, that, and this tangent.
We're going.
The only other thing that I'll say is in Endgame when it says 5, and I was like, okay, 5, and it went years. I was like, devastated. Okay, I'm done.
But no, I want Blade. I love Blade. I want Blade.
It does feel like this franchise is cursed because Blade was a 3, where Wesley Snipes and the director got so mad at each other that he refused to open his eyes on camera. It has that weird shot.
Yeah.
You know about that, right? Yeah.
Oh boy, that's
it's
CGI.
Cursed.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll get this movie.
Yeah.
I'm less and less hopeful. All right, that's it for me. Are we going into like TV or whatever?
You can go ahead.
Okay.
Mine is happy if yours is sad.
Mine is funny.
Cora, go. You took us home last week.
All right. Okay, good point. All right, this is going to be a very quick hit. It's one I'm very excited about. So today, Dungeon Meshi, or Delicious in Dungeon, ended their first season, like today. It aired today, episode 24. And also today, it was announced that it has been renewed for a season 2.
Hey!
So I gotta watch this one.
It's so much fun. This character on screen right now, favorite character, best character. He loves bread. How can you not love him?
Look at that mustache.
His English voice is pro ZD. Again, how can you hate him? He's wonderful. I love him very much. Senshi superiority. Also, just, it's great. It also has really good representation of an autistic character.
Oh, nice.
Which everyone was joking about that he's autistic, and the creator came out and said, no, he is. Look at him. Look what he's doing.
Okay.
We did this on purpose, guys. Pay attention.
Yeah, I did this on purpose. Also, kudos to the creator. She took like a month or 2 long hiatus from making the comic so she could play Baldur's Gate 3.
I mean, that is the most real thing I've ever heard.
Relatable. Honestly, relatable.
Yeah, no,
I judge this woman nothing. No judgment.
No.
She also drew a lot of fan art for it. But if you've never watched Dungeon Meshi, if you're not sure if you should watch it, it's a beautiful comedy where they have to go save their party member who's trapped by a dragon. I'm sorry, been eaten by a dragon. She's already been eaten. They know this. But the dragon's digestive system it takes forever. So we can make it down to the bottom of the dungeon and save her.
I'm sold.
So we're in a Joan and the Whale situation.
Kind of. So they're in the fight, and she teleports them out of the dungeon. All their stuff is with her, by the way. None of it's with them. Ooh. Just their armor. So they decide they have to go into the dungeon to save her, but the problem is they have no food, and they have no money for food. And so Laios, our autistic
Don't spoil
best
too
character.
Much here.
This is
okay, cool. Because I'm gonna watch now. This is my new cardio show.
Yeah, decides that we can just eat what's in the dungeon, and nobody likes this idea, and that's the show.
This is tomorrow morning. This is my new cardio show.
I was on board.
I'm on board.
I've been in dungeons.
This is crazy.
I've been in a lot of dungeons as a D&D player. I don't know that I'd want to eat most of what's in there.
And you would relate to one of the characters.
Okay, so somebody's on my side.
Yes. They're, understand I'm very bad with names. I only remember these 2 because they're my favorites. You also have Chilchuck. That name is just very unique. I can remember it. Yeah. He's like a gnome-ish character, and he's just here to vibe. He's here to just do what he's here for. He's just a very tired man. And I cannot remember the girl's name.
I know one of my friends wants to cosplay the blonde.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name.
Yeah, I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
She is the one she's adorable. She is adamantly against eating anything.
She'll have no choice.
My constitution is like 4. Like, I'm gonna throw it back up if it's not okay.
Yeah, it's just really funny.
Yeah.
And it just keeps getting better. I haven't finished the season. I got to episode 5 or 6. I think is where we're at right now.
I'm all the way in.
Yeah,
all
it's
the way
great.
in for this.
it also answers a very important question that I won't say here. You'll just get to that episode.
Is it can you eat a slime?
No, that's answered pretty quick, actually.
My assumption is one of the two. Like, either slime tastes like boogers or Jello, and it's like one of the two, and I don't know.
All right, actually, you know what? We're gonna ask a question here. If you could eat any D&D monster, what would you eat? Jason.
Dragon.
Dragon?
Dragons would be so tough, though. What if I could eat any? Non-playable race?
Wait, okay. Wait, I take it back.
Monstrous race!
Okay.
Wait, I take it back, because I want to know what an owlbear tastes like.
Okay.
Ooh, owlbear, yeah.
Are we red meat? Are we white meat? What are we talking? Are we a mixture of both?
Are we a mixture?
Like, what's an owlbear consistency? Roasted up steaks, ribs. What are we talking here?
I feel like it's a centaur situation where, like, up here is bird.
And they lay eggs.
They do, don't they?
They do lay eggs, and they are coveted.
Owlbear omelet. I'm just okay. That's mine. I know I said dragon, but I was like, ooh, what's owlbear taste like?
I mean, only because I've been obsessed with them for so long. Like Oblex. I want to eat an I want to see. Is it which one is it? Is it slimy, or is it like Jello consistency? Is it Jello consistency? They're red. Is it a Jello consistency?
Oh no.
That or Displacer Beast.
Oh, that is the next question. We go to any gaming convention.
Or which D&D character or
what D&D monster do you think you would taste?
Or I will say Displacer Beast.
I don't know. Predator meat is never good.
It's usually not. We'll see.
This could be an exception.
I don't know. It's a lot of muscle in there.
What's a beholder taste like?
A beholder's nasty. I can say that right now. A beholder is nasty. Also, I think its stocks are like a crab meat situation where you have to do like so much to get even a little bit of meat out of them.
So anyway, there we go.
Yeah.
Ew.
I was gonna say like one of those mushroom creatures, but then I remembered no, they're sentient. I can't choose that.
That's why I was because like Furball was the obvious answer, right?
Nah.
But like, is that too close to cannibalism?
You can saute up the mushroom people. They'll be fine.
No,
they'll stop living.
Oh, how is that?
They're a hive mind.
How is that more ethical than Furbolg?
I didn't say. First off, I didn't judge you.
You didn't judge Furbolg? I appreciate that.
They are a hive mind. If I kill one, the entire colony.
Oh, everybody feels it. Yeah.
Oh, you know what would be
That's
good?
worse.
Oh wait, that would be bad too. I'm not gonna say it.
No, say it.
Minotaur. That would be cannibalism too.
It depends on what your race is, I guess.
You know what? Now we're just getting into criminal activity.
And just edging way too close to cannibalism.
Anyway,
let us know in the comments which monstrous creature from D&D would you eat,
or would you think tasty?
Or do you want to? Which one do you want to taste?
Oh boy.
Also, gelatinous cube, but again, that's just pure acid. That's
a bad
my
thing.
choice.
It's too acidic.
Please remind me to make this one short.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Tastes good.
Okay.
Cass, take us home.
So, our queen, Nicola Coughlan, has come out with another statement. This is the actress that got super naked on Bridgerton.
Oh, her.
Our absolute queen has come out with
video.
another statement. She was in front of a crowd, and people were calling her brave for being on camera naked. And she said, okay, you know, it is hard, because I think women with my body type, women with perfect breasts, we don't get to see ourselves on screen enough. I'm very proud as a member of the perfect breast community. I hope you enjoy seeing them.
I love her.
What an absolute queen.
She's an icon.
She's such an icon. She also said that she shared acting responsibilities with Julie Andrews, which is true if you watch the show. Absolute icon. I love her so much. And I do need to watch Dairy Girls because I'm falling so in love with her as a person.
So, confession for me. As I was editing that up and putting all the tags, I was like, I'm a guy. How does she look naked?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say,
Let's go.
All right. Like, it just, my curiosity was like,
it got peaked.
Because also, y'all chose the title Super Naked. I'm like,
oh yeah.
How much is Super Naked? I gotta know. For science.
Yeah.
And you know what? I did not regret the trip at all.
I'm not. This isn't my type of show at all, but I am.
Oh, I ain't watching the show.
I'm tempted to look up just a couple of scenes just to see.
Oh, I ain't watching the show, but I had to know. I'm sitting here doing the videos. It's like, I'm like, yeah. Search, Google.
Member of the perfect breast community. I love it. What an icon.
As one of my favorite comedians, Ron White, said, if you've seen one pair of breasts, you want to see the rest of them. So, you know, there you go. Which also, he had to stop drinking. He was my icon. So, anyway.
Did a lot of your icons have to stop drinking?
Then one of them had to stop. Yeah, he's forced out of the game. You know, one of the best. You know, we got to put his numbers up. We got to put his numbers up on the wall.
Oh my God.
Retire his 7,000 drinks consumed in a year.
Retire his tumbler. We all have our whiskey glass. We got to retire his. Anyway.
I'm not even gonna have a headstone. I'm just gonna have a whiskey glass.
On
a little stand.
We'll work. We'll talk about the
Jason will have the bottle.
Yeah. Pour one out.
No, don't pour it out. No one better waste it.
Pour one out for alcoholics everywhere.
Y'all better pour it out in your mouth.
So we can't do like the customary like one drip.
Okay, one on my grave. There you go. It might bring me back to life. Who knows?
It's okay. I'll get down there and just lick it off.
Yeah.
Is that better? Is that weird? Is that too weird?
That is definitely weird.
I'm so sorry.
Leave it for me. That's the whole point. Oh my God. This went off the rails. Anyway, guys, that is our show. Thank you everybody out there for joining us, watching the shorts, and giving us all the support. Our YouTube number, our subscriber count is 3,600 now. Thank you guys. We need like 100,000 though. If y'all could just make that happen.
So just a couple more.
Just a few more. I appreciate.
We need like 350 more.
350.
About 350. I'll finally have a break this weekend. And I can finish editing some video.
Yeah.
I do plan to have the Actually panel up before the end of the week. I just got the other footage I needed, and we got some interviews we're going to be putting up. Of course, Cora's like that can just be a short of your meeting Neil Newman. It was very precious. Look,
I was really nervous.
I was glad that she was able to do that.
It's pretty hot.
We're pretty much just like, hey, go do the thing.
I didn't realize how tall he was until I was there.
Yeah.
The video will be
posted. I didn't
posted.
realize how adorable Elizabeth Yu was until I met her in person. She's so cute.
The lady from Babylon 5 that y'all talked to for like...
Mary McDonnell.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, we're gonna write it up.
And y'all over there talking to Hayden Panettiere. I was also...
Hayden Panettiere, she was so nice. She liked my knife earrings.
I was so jealous because I you know.
Oh, I've had a crush on her since she was 10 and I was, 8.
But she still looks very good. And I was like, I'm sitting over here
she's so short.
They've been having a long ass conversation over there with Hayden. And I was like, can I just inch over there? Yeah. No, I couldn't. Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it. More content coming this week. Thank you all for joining us. We will see you next week. Oh, wait, no, not yet for that. I'm sorry. Go check us out. supercoolnerdshow.com and our website. I know I need to get more stories written, but I'm doing so much. We've been seeing a lot of traction with the videos and everything. Yeah. At SCNS Live, Instagram, our TikTok. Go check us out. Those videos over there, which are doing pretty well. And, of course, if you want to follow us personally, you can follow me on all social media at Jason the X.
You can find me on mostly Twitter and Instagram at The Good Cass.
You can still find me on Instagram at Cora Art.
Posting that art.
I need to.
Until they...
Post it.
Actually, no, I'm not posting art currently because they are feeding it to Meta, and I'm mad about it.
Oh, yeah.
Americans can't opt out. Fun fact.
Yeah. I keep trying to search stuff, and it's like, do you want to go through the AI? I'm like, no.
No, I don't. Thank you, Haas. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. We will see you next week, and as we always say around here, keep on nerding.